Hello again. Yes, I'm back for the usual look at the weekend's weather and into next week on Netweather.tv. We're having a temporary change at the moment, a welcome change I'm sure for many of you, with high pressure settling down across the country, giving us a spell of fine weather, a bit of summer as well for a change. But low pressure's not very far away and it will slowly try to edge in from the west in a day or two's time as the high begins to slip away into Scandinavia. And that means to say that on Sunday we're going to begin to see a frontal system moving up from the southwest, bringing some outbreaks of rain, the winds picking up from the southeast as well. And thereafter I think low pressure is going to begin to dominate the weather yet again, sitting to the west of us, and even some small pups of low pressure moving across the southernmost part of the country around the middle of the week. Bit of optimism perhaps after that, in that towards the end of the week high pressure could try to come back to give us another spell of fine weather, but that's a week off. Obviously it can change and we'll look at that this time next week. The jet stream at the moment is feeding across the Atlantic and into France and southern parts of the UK. That isn't a particularly strong jet and it's going to fizzle and weaken in any case. And then there's going to be a new area of low pressure sort of swirling up, curling up to the west of us and keeping things in the west of the country at least unsettled with those outbreaks of rain. So on Friday I think we're going to start the day with some patchy fog around, and then once that's cleared most places are going to have a very warm day with sunny spells. Temperature could well reach 26 degrees in the Olympic Park for instance. A little bit of a different story for the Northern Isles in that it will stay dull there and there'll be some drizzle around as well. And indeed it will be somewhat cooler along many coasts. In fact some coasts, especially perhaps southwestern ones, could have some patches of fog as well, keeping it even cooler. And in that southwestern corner it will become quite windy later on in the day. And then on Saturday it looks as if it will be dry with sunny spells again for most places, some fog patches around to begin with. But it will be cooler and cloudier in the northeast of England, the east of Scotland, especially near the coast, with the wind coming in off a cool North Sea, bringing with it perhaps even a little bit of drizzle in places too. And it'll certainly be dull and cool and drizzly once again in the Northern Isles. But most places will have a very warm day again, cooler though where it stays misty and murky, especially those eastern coasts, and it will tend to become quite breezy as the day wears on. Also later on some showery bursts will reach Ireland, Wales and the southwest of England, some of them fairly heavy at the same time. On Saturday that frontal system will move a little bit further across the country, so I think we're going to see more cloud around on Sunday. Still some sunny spells, but a lot of the sunshine rather hazy, and there could be some showery outbreaks of rain almost anywhere. In fact, there could be a shower taking place during the closing ceremony of the Olympic Games at 9 o'clock or so. Incidentally, it's not going to be anywhere near as good as the opening ceremony, because I can assure you I'm not in it. Anyway, the showers, if anything, are likely to be heavier and more frequent, perhaps in Wales and the southwest of England. And again, quite a breezy day everywhere, but where you get the hazy sunshine, it will be quite warm, whereas in other parts of the country, it'll be a bit on the cool side. In fact, it could be cloudy enough for a little bit of drizzle along some of those eastern coasts yet again. On Monday, rather unsettled really. I think many places having showers or longer outbreaks of rain, and some of those bursts of rain could be quite heavy too, with some rumbles of thunder mixed in for good measure. Perhaps the southeast of England and parts of East Anglia are not so bad, missing most of the showers. Again, some of the coast quite misty. Temperatures, well, with more cloud around the outbreaks of rain, probably nearer to normal. Again, a bit cooler on those coasts, especially the misty ones, but staying warm in the southeast. On Tuesday, eastern Scotland and the east of England I think will be mostly dry but windy, some brightness, some sunshine. There'll be some rain around I think in many other parts, some of the rain quite heavy and thundery. That means Scotland and western areas of England and Wales as well as Northern Ireland. And away from those rainy areas again quite warm, but temperatures near normal in the rainy parts. And then on Wednesday, very similar in a way, it will rain around, some of it quite heavy, although it will stay mostly dry in East Anglia and the southeast. And it does look as if, as I said at the beginning, as we head towards the end of the week and the latter part of the week, high pressure begins to move back in from the east. So eastern parts settling down, especially the southeast, but still some bursts of rain, at least to begin with. in the west and the north. Well, that's all from me for the time being. Join me again this time next week. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, have a lovely weekend. Goodbye for now.